Hey guys, it's back with JohnyTechReview. Today I have a quick unboxing and review for you of this bitplay iPhone 7 case. So previously I used this case from bitplay, and they basically what they are is they are a case that's designed to have a mounting for your various lens, and they have a lens system. So this case here, I think this one was about 80 bucks, and then you had these lenses are like $50-$60, so they're quite expensive. So these are sold separately, like I say, this case here, and then you have the lens. It looked like it doesn't work with the previous iPhone 6 Plus case, so you definitely need to upgrade to this new system. So with this case here, you have a case, you have the little grip, and then you have look like a thumb rest here, and then here is the lens that they sent me. This is a 18mm wide angle HD, and then they also sent me a case. You can put this lens in just to carry it around. So pretty interesting concept here. I used them before and it works quite well, so I'm going to be excited to see how it works with the iPhone 7 Plus. So this is the case here, and then you have the lens system that you can mount the lens to, and there's 3 different lenses. The one I'm currently using is a wide angle. This is a 0.66x wide angle lens. So the other 2 lenses that they offer is a 3x telephoto zoom and also a circular polarizing filter. So first, let's just talk about the elephant in the room and also the toucan of the device. So first of all, this is quite big. As you can see right here, this is my iPhone 7 Plus. I have a case on here, as you can see, very thin case, and this is the case for it that you can use. Of course, you can take this grip up right here, but normally you will want to use this with your phone to take really good videos and to change a different lens, but of course you just take up a lot of space. And also if you leave this grip in, you're not going to be able to put this in your pocket. It's quite thick. I mean, you could, but it's not very comfortable. And also you can't really put your lens in and carry it around like that, so you have to take the lens out. So I would suggest that if you're really into this and you really want this kind of system, that you will have a normal case that you carry it in, and then when you want to do video, you just swap it out, or do pictures, you just swap it out and put it in these little guys here. So that's a little bit of inconvenient. The second thing that I want to point out quickly also is the price. This is about, I think, $50 to $60 just for the case that come with the grip. And then you have the lens here. This lens is the most expensive of the series. This is $99. That to me is quite expensive, but of course I will show you later the optics and the quality, and you see why this is actually quite a good deal. I think the other 2 lenses, the telephoto was 40 bucks and the circular was like 30 or 40 bucks, something like that. So overall, this is the most expensive lens. So first, let's talk about the build quality. I think it's quite solid. It's made out of plastic, pretty thick plastic, but it feels pretty thick, and the buttons are pretty nice. And then you have this nice little grip that gives you a really nice grip, as you can see. Feel really nice in the hand. What I like about this, of course, is you have the ability to add a tripod thread down here, so that you can just mount this on your tripod, which is quite good. And then they add this kind of mechanical lever here that make it a button. So your iPhone does not have this button, but this is now your shutter button. And when you press this button, there's a little lever inside that kind of connect down here, and it actually press the volume down button. So that way, it's kind of like taking the picture on your camera. If you're using the volume down on your phone, that's the same way. So to put it in, it's quite simple. All you have to do is just take the phone and then stick the camera corner in first, basically the volume of camera, and you push it in, and it just kind of go in, and then just push the 2 bottom corner in, and then after that it's basically in place, and you have the system, and it's really comfortable. And it has a pretty nice grip. When I use one of these small Manfrotto Pixie tripod, and you can mount it at the bottom, and it stands up pretty well. As you know, this is pretty good for portable time lapse. The iPhone shoot pretty good time lapse, internally, or using a camera app, or using some external app. But in general, time lapse look pretty nice on this, and I like doing that a lot. And of course, you can also use the tripod to kind of give it a good grip, so you can hold it and use it as a camera if you want to do some recording. Either using the front or the rear camera. There's one other con that I want to point out on this system is that the lens system, when you mount this lens on, just screw it on just like this. So when you screw the lens on, as you can see, you have a quite large lens on the back here, and that lens actually blocks the telephoto lens. That means if you want to use portrait mode, you're going to have to take this lens off. So the access to the second lens is actually blocked now, so you basically only have one lens. Now let's talk about the picture quality. So of course, spending about $150, you expect this system to be quite good, and indeed it is very good. I took some sample pictures that I will show you soon, the difference between the regular and the wide, and then also shoot some video, just kind of give you an idea how wide this lens really is and how nice it is. quality is really sharp. Another thing that I really like is how close the focusing distance is. I have some plans and I can get about an inch away from it and I still have a pretty nice sharp focus, which is really good. There's one little quirk I do want to point out is when you shoot on this wide lens angle, you know, you're using the main camera. The camera has the optical image stabilization, so with a really wide angle, sometimes you feel like the image is a little slightly warped and shifted because of the optical image stabilization on the iPhone moving around, and so you can see that a little bit shifted in the lens. But if you kind of hold it using a mini tripod or something like this and move it around, it's quite nice and you get really nice shot. They also includes a little lens hood, and you just put that lens hood on here and it just snap in place, and that kind of help. Speaking of the lens hood, if you're shooting this out in the sun and you are, you know, around the trees and you get some really nice lens flare, it look really nice. So this lens definitely produce some really nice lens flare. It's very cinematic and it's not overly exacerbated or anything like that, and it's quite nice. You also have a lens cap that you can use to put it on, and this is to protect the lens. This lens does protrude out a lot, so you don't want to cover it when you're not using it, otherwise you might damage it and hit the glass or something and damage the glass. One final thing is a little thumb button here. It's a piece of plastic that you put in here and you just kind of push it in, and that kind of lock in place, so you can have it as a nice little thumb grip, as you can see, just like that, and it gives you just nice grip. And you can press this button here to record in general, and I really like that. So overall, guys, as you can see, it's a pretty nice system with some compromise. Definitely, if you want to add a lens into your iPhone, you would definitely need to use a case like this, and then you have to add the lens. Of course, it take up a lot of space. So this system is really makes sense for people who are really into taking pictures and video using their phone. And you know, if you don't have a nice fancy 4K camera or anything like that, your iPhone can now do that, and you can use this system right here, and it's quite good. So guys, that is basically my quick review. I hope you guys kind of enjoy this review, and hopefully my sample video and pictures kind of help you to see if you are into your system or not. Let me know in the comment box below if you think you would like this system and would like to buy something similar. I would like to say thank you to bitplay for sending this unit out for me to review. I'll leave a little link in the description box below to Amazon if you guys want to buy that. Other than that, guys, if you find this video useful, please give it a like, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. Other than that, guys, thank you very much, and stay tuned for more future videos. Thanks. I have it right now on a little small Morphoto tripod to give you an idea of the scene. So I'm going to take the lens off. Still recording. I'm just going to go ahead and put the lens right off here. You can kind of see how bright it is. And here is the regular camera lens. This is the main camera lens right here. And let me just try to put that on. On down.